Good morning, lovies. Today is Wednesday. We've made it all the way to Wednesday. So we got through Monday, we got through Tuesday, and today is Wednesday. So I am going to take you through the morning meeting. Obviously, we're going to talk about one of your brilliant ideas from yesterday, because you are geniuses, was that ladybugs live in trees. And they have very important jobs in trees. So when you come on at 11 o'clock, we're going to be reading the story, The Grouchy Ladybug. Plus, it's like a super fun one, so we'll read it a couple times this week because, you get to go, do you want to fight? And you want to be able to do that because that's like super cool. But it talks about the important job of the ladybugs on leaves. So you want to make sure that you're on at 11 o'clock for that. Okay. I am going to take you through the morning meeting this morning. But first, before we do that, when we jump on at 9 o'clock, we're going to go back to our old pattern. We've sort of kind of gotten a little bit away from it, but let's go back to our pattern of what our morning meeting should look like. So when you come on, you will have already watched this, right? So you already have in your mind what you're bringing. Today, you're not bringing anything physical with you to morning meeting because we're going to be doing some things together. So first we will be singing because we need a little motion, and we will be singing the tree song, and also we will be doing some fine motor. We'll do the number song. Okay, fine, great. And then after that, we're going to do a little meditation breathing, which we haven't done in a little while. So we're going to go back and we're going to do that. So meditation breathing, remember, is when you breathe in like a flower, like you're sniffing a flower, and then you breathe out like you're blowing out a candle. And you want to make sure that you take 3 breaths, right? You're going to sit crisscross applesauce. You're going to put your palms up so that you're letting your light in, right? Now, sometimes you can touch your fingers. You don't have to, but you may. But you're going to hold your palms up because you want to make sure that you're letting your light in. We also are going to close our eyes. And when we close our eyes, remember, we are thinking of our very most favorite thing. And for all of us, that will be a little bit different. Some of us came up with some really great ideas yesterday when we were talking about happiness and thinking of the thing that makes us happiest, like the thing that we like to do when we are trying to relax, right? It's what I'm trying to teach my grown-up friends as well. So my friends in school, monkeys, yes, we're trying to learn those things, but my friends at home, my grown-up friends, they also need that lesson. Yeah. So we're going to do 3 breaths with your sunshine hands open, and then we are going to think of the thing that makes us happiest. Now, you already know my answer. Yeah, I have 2, right? The place that makes me happiest is where? The beach, which you know. And the other thing that makes me really happy is my family and having all of my family around me. So those are the things that I think of when I close my eyes. Now, you came up with some great ideas. Somebody said their dog. One person said their dirt bike. You guys came up with brilliant ideas. Some people said playing outside. Some people loved the park. Some people loved different places that they've been. It doesn't matter to me. Somebody said ice cream. Genius, because who doesn't love ice cream? But it doesn't matter to me what you think. When you close your eyes, that's you. That's your sunshine to know. But it does matter that you are wiping out any bad thoughts. So anytime we are upset or nervous or mad or angry, those are the thoughts we're trying to wipe out. Okay? So we're going to do it 3 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All happy thoughts in there, all brilliant minds, thinking caps on, listening ears screwed on, and we are ready. When you pop on, we are also going to take attendance, which we haven't done in a while. You guys are really good at learning each other's names. And we usually have the same people on almost every day, so that's why you know each other's names really well. But I'm going to put up everybody else's name that doesn't always come on because I think that you guys are ready to learn more words. And then once we learn everybody's name, then we'll move on and we'll do more words. birds. Yeah, all different kinds of things. So I'm going to take you through this, and then we will talk about that. All right, here we go. Good morning, lovely ladybugs. So my super geniuses, yesterday we talked about what lives in trees. And what did you come up with? Oh, yes, you did. You came up with squirrels and ladybugs and spiders and owls and birds and cardinals and blue jays. And you said that they would build their nests in there and the squirrels would put their nuts in there. And you had all kinds of genius ideas because you are super smart. So you were correct. So I called you lovely ladybugs because I told you that we're going to read that story about how important ladybugs are to leaves. See, you're smarter than a 5th grader, even though you're only in preschool. Today is Wednesday. So like I said, we already made it through Monday, we made it through Tuesday, and today is Wednesday. Your things on Seesaw will look very similar to the things that you did Monday and Tuesday, still working on opposites. So we're going to talk about some opposites that are in our poem. This is the poem that we've been working on about a squirrel. And yesterday, so you guys missed it, yesterday we read a really funny story about squirrels that squabble. So my genius friends that were on yesterday are going to come on and tell all of us what squabble means. And I know you know. We also learned quiver and wobble and teeter. So see if you can figure out all those words. Teeter and squabble and quiver and wobble. All right, I'll see you in a little bit so that you come up with those. Here is our rhyme, and we're going to find the opposites that are in here. Ready? Furry, furry squirrel. Hurry, hurry, hop. Scurry up the treetop to the very top. When you reach the branches, hurry, turn around, furry, furry squirrel, scurry to the ground. So now there's not real opposite ones. Like we talked about up and down. We talked about left and right. We talked about in and out. Those are really obvious ones. We talked about short and tall and small and big. But there's one on here. I want you to think in this poem, what is the opposite of treetop? What is the opposite of treetop? And what would be the opposite of top anyway? There would be a top and there would be a top and, all right. So when you come on, you got to have all these answers in your head, right? We have to know what those words mean, and we have to know what the opposite is in our funny squirrel poem. I'm going to leave this up too, because when you come on, I also want us to read this together. Okay, we are going to sing our tree song anyway. I think our friend, Mrs. Sioko, is also going to come on today. And so she probably doesn't know the tree song, so we better teach it to her. All right. All right, so as promised, here is my big, huge ladybug. Now, are ladybugs really this big? I hope not, because they are still bugs. They are insects, and I do not want big old ladybugs like this around my house. No, but I made it this big so that you can count its spots. All right, so let's do that. Now, I'm going to phantom count, and you are going to come on with the answer. Ready? 8. Okay. Do you know the answer? Let's see. One more time. 1, 2, On Seesaw, your math activity for today is ordering numbers, just like it's been all week, right? I don't give you activities all over the place. you have the same activities all week. So we're doing opposites and we are doing ordering numbers. Same thing that we've been doing. All right, so those are your activities. There is a gross motor board on there. You guys have been doing fantastic with that. By the way, my friend Topanga yesterday did something different than what was on the board and wrote it down. She wrote it as the response, or someone wrote it for her, but she wrote it as the response and said, does this count? And it does. That absolutely counts. If you do some kind of exercise doesn't happen to be on the board, those are just really good ideas. But if you wanted to do something totally different, the other day, Evelyn did the same thing. She was like, whoa, I did a whole 20-minute workout. I did a whole yoga workout. So I don't want to pick a different one today because I already did that. Fabulous, wonderful, fantastic. You absolutely can do that. And I love the fact that you guys wrote those in because that just tells me that you're thinking, right? I will always let you choose to do some extra thinking. Absolutely. All right, my friends. So when you pop on, you don't need anything today because we're going to do some meditating. We're going to do some dancing and singing. We're going to go over the poem. We're going to talk about some opposites. So you do need your thinking cap in your brain. And you're going to tell me the answer to the ladybugs. All right, my friends, I will see you at 9 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, you want to make sure you get on today because we're going to read that super cool, fantastically funny story, The Grouchy Ladybug. And I don't know if you know what grouchy means, but I'll introduce it before I let you loose for the day. All right, I'll see you in a little bit.